2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Clippers playing against the Hawks in Atlanta. Well, for Atlanta, both these teams excited about the matchup, feeling confident that they can prevail. We will see shortly how those aspirations pan out. And we'll be watching Dwight Howard manning the center spot in this one. He's never going to be, say, a 20 and 12 guy again, but his rebounding is still valuable.
Father Time takes a lot of things away, but can't take away your height. Still has the size and the ability to be a huge factor on the glass on a nightly basis. Kenny, go ahead and say it.
Superman is in the building. I'll tell you, he's always averaged double-digit rebounds in the league, and I don't think that's going to go away no matter what happens. And he's born to rebound. Superman is in the – okay, I'll stop.
I've been here. Thank you very much.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
The Clippers coming in from out of town for this one, an interconference game today. We're at the Phillips Arena. The Atlanta Hawks plan to take advantage of home court. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, Kevin, we know here in Atlanta, Mike Budenholzer has assumed the dual role of coach and GM of the Atlanta Hawks. It's a tough task, but he can draw on the experience in San Antonio. And Greg Popovich has a similar role. Like Pop, Coach Bud makes sure to listen to his differing opinions and empower the staff. Kevin?
He's done a terrific job, Dave. Thank you. Both these teams, Brent, are well-seasoned and have veteran leadership.
So you expect, Kevin, if the game gets close, that the coaches might not have to use as many timeouts, can call some of their deeper sets in the playbook, and these teams will execute.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Veteran backcourt with CP3 and Redick at the 1 and the 2. The forwards are Pa'amute and Griffin. And it's Jordan in at the center, filling out the middle. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Shooter kicks it to Bazemore for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Outside, Redick. The dish to Jordan. Paul outside. Passes it to Griffin. Shot off the screen. Rebound, Atlanta.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
That happens sometimes. The ball just does not go down. But I'll tell you what, he'll take that shot every time.
Now, Redick. Following the miss by Paul Millsap from deep. There's a good screen. Paul kicks to Griffin. Baseline J on the way. That doesn't go either for Griffin.
I think the defense was surprised that he did not knock that down. Clear defensive breakdown there, guys. Should have made him pay.
Pass to Millsap. It's not going to go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
Griffin against Millsap. Count it.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
He gathers himself so quickly, really has a great instinct for hitting that mid-range jumper.
Now, here's Howard. Screen by Howard. Schroeder dishes to Bazemore. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Paul kicks to Redick. Paul outside, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
And it's the one thing that this Clippers franchise they can't seem to escape, and that's drama. I mean, every year there seems to be one odd story coming out from this team. You have to think that it wears on their ability to stay focused over the course of the season.
And here are the Clippers now after the basket by Atlanta. Up top, Griffin. Millsap covering. Redick inside the line. Again, Los Angeles. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here kicks to Millsap. Hawks passing it around. And it's Korver in the corner. Back to Bazemore. Dishes it to Millsap. Pass to Howard. 6 to shoot. Ball against Schroeder. Off target from the wing. Clippers leading by 3. Ball outside. He dishes it to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Screen by Howard. Schroeder passes to Howard. Kicks it to Millsap. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Mbamute dishes to Redick. Griffin inside. Discarded by Howard. That shot by Griffin, no good. The Hawks trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Korver kicks it over to Schroeder. Now here's Bazemore. He's guarded by Mbamute. Lets it go from deep. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Griffin. To the inside. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, that's one of his best attributes, is his passes hit guys in stride.
Schroeder kicks to Howard. Millsap a screen. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Hawks coach Mike Budenholzer named the 2015 Coach of the Year in the NBA after their impressive run to the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference.
You think about the intricacies of the system that Coach Bud watched for so many years in San Antonio. And to be able to step into Atlanta, grab a group of players, and get them to operate on that kind of level, just a fantastic job by Mike Budenholzer moving forward.
Now here's Crawford. Griffin. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Griffin's got 6 points.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
There's a good screen. Nobody near Schroeder. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Schroeder's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pick by Griffin. Crawford outside. Shot off the pick. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
Not forcing really any of the action, instead letting the game come to them and exploiting every opportunity.
Now Schroeder. There's the 3. Splitter kicks to Prince. Scott the pass to Schroeder. From past the arc. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
It felt like time was winding down, saw the opening, nailed the shot.
And one of our game's most explosive dunkers, DeAndre Jordan, tells us what it feels like to be DeAndre Jordan.
and you jump 20 feet in the air. It's like you're flying for a quick second. And then I've learned that how good the dunk was on the reaction of my teammates.
And for a guy like DeAndre, and a guy of DeAndre's size, guys, it's hard to believe how fluid he is in the air.
He's got some body torque into those jams, and just all around, he seems to improve his game every year.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Very physical, very active. Their defense has all the components needed to get stops.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Rivers out there with Crawford. Then there's Maurice Spates. Then it's Pierce. And it's Johnson in at the small forward spot. Now here's Crawford. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The first thing you talk about with the Hawks is the versatility and the depth of their front court. Not the biggest inside, but certainly their skill level is a cut above, and they can hurt you in many ways.
Here is Splitter. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Pulls up. And it's Schroeder missing.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, as we know, Chris Paul is such a student of the game. He really is a coach on the floor, but he can be hard on his teammates. Austin Rivers said he's the one that's going to put you in your place. He's going to tell you the truth. He's going to yell at you. All the good point guards have to be the bad guy sometimes. He's a leader, man. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. He certainly backs it up on the floor. And, Brett, you mentioned the depth for the Hawks. They've been a very savvy team, filling out that bench with players who can contribute.
Yeah, a blend of young players and old players. They're doing a good job of finding some international talent as well. A nice balance on their roster, and it seems like they know which direction they're going, and for right now, what they're doing.
So it's Atlanta now, following the three-point attempt by Pierce. The three. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Schroeder.
And right there, Dennis Schroeder shows some confidence by nailing the jumper.
Johnson kicks to Rivers. Back to Johnson, and Wesley Johnson with the slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Schroeder. 8 points for him. Here's Splitter. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, he's the last guy you want to leave open there, but somehow he didn't knock it down.
Back to Crawford. Rebounded by Cephalosha.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
That's really one of his specialties, altering shots in close.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
And even though he's been on a roll tonight, that one was a bit forced.
Pierce with a wide open look. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Hawks will take it the other way. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Splitter. And it's Spates with the rebound.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And Wesley Johnson with the slam.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Brent, at some point, all NBA players know when it's time to hang them up. Kobe went through it last year. What was the moment for you?
The moment for me, Kevin, was in Portland, Oregon. Happened to be playing against the Portland Trail Blazers. And a guy named Rudy Fernandez was on the Trail Blazers at that time. And Rudy played like the Roadrunner. He did not stop running. And I remember there was a play where I tried to chase him off a screen. He came around the screen, went up for a lob dunk, and I could not catch up to him. And I thought to myself, this might be a good time to think about the end of your career.
It happens that suddenly. You can pinpoint it to one play.
I don't know that every player can do that, but thank you, Rudy Fernandez, for the clear-cut message that was going to be my last season.
Now here's Paul. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Not exactly sure what was happening there inside the heads of the players, but very frustrated they couldn't capitalize on the opportunity.
We've got 1:55 left now here in the second. Korver with it. To the inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
And you could tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Well, he had a jump on it, had a chance to make the play, just could not steal the deal.
Bazemore for three. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Paul.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Felton dishes to Paul. Oh, Griffin in position, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
We've got 1:23 left in the first half. Millsap a screen. Now here's Bazemore. Defense is right there. Korver, no luck.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
The Hawks trail by 8. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Howard kicks to Millsap. Shot clock at 5. And here's Korver from the arc. Hands it from downtown.
That's Korver's game right there. When that three ball is dropping, he is really, really dangerous. And it drops often.
Jordan kicks to Paul. The feed to Griffin. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And Blake Griffin, really, it seems like he's been a superstar since the day he stepped on the floor here in the NBA. I mean, you know, those posterizing dunks over defenders, always making the highlight reels, and clearly one of the most exciting big men in the league from a talent and marketing standpoint. You know, a little bit of adversity followed him over the course of last season. Let's see if he can bounce back and become a true leader on this team.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Redick is checked in. And the second free throw, good. And give credit to Griffin. He has continued, Greg, to build on his game even while being the darling of the NBA for so long.
Yeah, a lot of guys can struggle to put up great numbers if they are known for highlight reel plays, but not Blake. He has sewn up the few holes he had in his offensive game, is a natural in the spotlight, and it's easy to see why he gets so many endorsements.
Now here's Paul, looking for his first basket still in this one. Pulls it from the elbow. Count that one. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Yeah, not a good idea to leave him alone. He'll make you pay for that mid-range.
That'll do it for the first half. Clippers lead by 6. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're overshifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed our first half of action. I'm Ernie Johnson welcoming you back. Shaquille O'Neal is right there. Kenny the Jet Smith is right there. And this here is the halftime report. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to their game plan.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
The three-point shot has really helped them out. I don't always like to see teams rely on the three, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens. Running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
And that about wraps it up, as the second half is just moments away. Now down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew, and we will see you after the game, won't we?
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Blake Griffin really making a difference here.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
Might also look at the coach and his game plan in terms of trying to find those good looks. They'll be looking to do the same here down the stretch.
The Hawks trail by 6. While the Clippers have had this Chris Paul and Blake Griffin core for a while now, it has certainly proven to be an exciting pairing. And they haven't made the deep playoff run that they had hoped they would make.
Yeah, and although fans might want more, you have to remember where this franchise was before Griffin and Paul. They still have a few years to take this team even further. Unfortunately, they have been up against a stacked Western Conference.
On the wings, it's Korver and Bazemore. Howard is out there with Paul Millsap, and it's Schroeder in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, as always, the Atlanta Hawks run that fluid offensive system that is widely admired. You know, Steve Kerr, our old friend, used to say they get to the next level of their offense. You take away the first option, they automatically get to the second. You take that one, they automatically and fluidly get to the third option. And very few teams do that. Kevin?
Passing and shooting, DA, that's what it's all about. Thank you. Feeds it to Millsap. The Hawks working the ball around. They set the screen. The three from Korver. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Redick can't get that one to fall. The Hawks trail by 10. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Bazemore kicks to Korver. And Kent Bazemore with the three. Bazemore's got 8.
Well, it took 4. They finally got one to go. Still, they need to connect on more opportunities to get this quarter going.
Down low, Howard with the steal. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Out left to the wing, from past the arc, and again it's Bazemore with the 3. 11 points in the game.
Well, once Bazemore gets the ball off the pass, he immediately skies up for the jump shot and nails it. You like to see that kind of assertive, aggressive, confident attitude.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And Dwight Howard, you know, he's lost some explosiveness over the years, but still remains an intimidating presence when he's healthy. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call him a #1 option on the offensive end, but still great in the pick and roll, better than most when it comes to posting, and defensively, when he's moving well, a straight beast.
Atlanta making some changes. Splitters checked in for Howard. Mike Muscala comes in for Paul Millsap. And Thabo Sefolosha subbed in for Kent Bazemore. Johnson, a wide open look. Here's Spates. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Clippers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
First free throw is good. And talking about Howard's defense, he's blocking fewer shots these days, but he remains extremely difficult to score against in the paint.
Yeah, statistically, opponents still struggle to shoot against him. He has the power and instincts to stop most true centers from getting comfortable on the blocks, and his reputation goes a long way toward unnerving opponents.
Shooting so vital in today's game, Brent. Ironically, the shooting guard position has been in somewhat of a stagnant position, perhaps.
Well, I think because of the way that the point guards in the league right now, Kevin, have dominated most of the offenses, not only in terms of their scoring, but in terms of time of possession. John Wall, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook. And you watch a lot of those games, and for most of the game, they've got the pill, and they've got to make the decisions. Shooting guards like Klay Thompson don't come around all that much, but he's finding ways to still put his imprint on the game.
Here is Korver after Paul Pierce's score. Schroeder with the ball. Now Pierce defending. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And one of the league's premier shooters, Kyle Korver. But he's never settled for being a one-trick pony.
Well, he's a good positional defender. He can rebound. He sets good screens. And just even Kyle Korver running the floor, he takes the gravity of other players to open up driving lanes for the guards and spots for the bigs.
The free throw drops for Korver.
Well, Kyle Korver at the line is lights out. And if there's guys on the floor you don't want to foul, Kyle Korver would be the one.
Both free throws good from Korver. And Brent, here's something you may not know about the name Korver. It means the German occupational name for basket maker, huh? Think about that. Very appropriate for Kyle.
Is that true, Kevin? That's amazing. You do more research than Greg Anthony does. And man, he can fill it up. One of the game's very best.
Here's Schroeder after Austin Rivers score. Schroeder kicks to Sefolosha. Six to shoot. The pass to Korver. Releases from the wing and drills it. Korver's got 4 points this quarter.
And hey, that's Korver's go-to. As soon as he catches that ball right there, it's going right up. Gotta love that approach.
Johnson kicks to Spates. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Pierce. Again, Pierce missing. The Hawks trail by 6. And it's Korver in the corner. It's up a 3. Korver missing again.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Spates kicks to Johnson. To the wing right side. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Here's Cephalosha. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. They set the pick. He feeds it to Schroeder. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Johnson. Down low, here's Pierce. Finished off the break. Pierce has got 6 points.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
That's how you draw it up. Each guy doing his part. Beautiful fast break.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Well, the Hawks have fought low attendance numbers historically, a very transient city, and you can understand that when the team was struggling. Hopefully the team can make continuous deep runs in the playoffs to energize this fan base.
So for the Hawks, Mike Scott's checked in for Mike Muscala, and it's Prince in for Thabo Cephalosha. And then for the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Spates. Griffin comes in for Paul Pierce. That's Felton in for Johnson. In Atlanta, a big sports town for college football. The baseball and football teams are well supported. The Hawks, though, Brent, trying to capture more of that big market. It's been tough.
Yeah, they are trying to do that, and they've enhanced the fan experience. They've got a beautiful newer arena. They've had halftime concerts recently, celebrity DJs in there, even that sweet 3D projection system they do with the player introduction. So trying to make Phillips Arena a hot ticket in Atlanta.
Free throw drops for Crawford. Both free throws good from Crawford.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Prince's shot is good.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Now here's Rivers. Jordan the screen. Felton kicks to Griffin. The dish to Rivers. A floater, count it, good. Rivers has got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Clippers. 30 seconds left to play in the third. And that one, good.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Jordan kicks to Felton. Griffin sets the screen for Felton. Off target from three-point range. Scott inside. Griffin on him. Prince up top. Here's Korver for three. And no good trying to get that one. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 8. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
We don't need to be in a hurry to beat them. Let's just do it with our defense. Keep moving it, keep playing.
Poised aggressiveness, guys. I think the message there from Mike Budenholzer asking for energy, asking his guys to mount an attack.
Well, and all 5 guys need to be on the same page. You need to be active, yes, but you also really need to communicate with one another.
And the final period of play just about to start. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, Redick and Bamute make up the perimeter. The dunkers, Griffin and Jordan, are the bigs. And it's Paul in at the point. Now here's Paul. Fires top of the key. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Paul's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers. Schroeder kicks to Howard. Passes it to Prince. Pass to Schroeder. Dishes it to Howard. Here's Millsap. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
Millsap's mid-range J is getting more and more consistent. When he elevates for those shots, you expect most of those to go.
Paul kicks to Redick. Griffin passes to Paul. Good work defensively by Millsap.
Well, he's a great finisher around the rim, but some stellar defense there stopped that from happening.
Hawks passing it around. And here's Bazemore. And here's Prince outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Paul outside. He kicks to Griffin. Back to Paul. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
And he's just working and working and working. Tireless.
The Hawks trail by 5. Now Schroeder pass to Millsap. He dishes it to Bazemore. And here's Prince outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Paul outside. Back to Jordan. Kicks it to Griffin. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. Paul Millsap picks one up. A free throw drops for Griffin. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Atlanta. Griffin hits them both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Schroeder kicks to Millsap. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Outside Korver. Fires from deep. Atlanta again missing.
Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second.
To the middle. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
I mean, there's not a lot of reasons for a turnover, but there's certainly not one there. Just a lapse of judgment.
The Hawks trail by 7. To the middle, and stolen by Jordan. Shoots the 3. And Bamute can't get it to go. Atlanta's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Kept alive by Atlanta. Schroeder dishes to Howard. Jordan with some nice D.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
All instinctual because he knows where he needs to go and then force the opponent to do something about it.
Hawks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the 4th quarter for them. Outside Millsap. There's the feed to Howard from 12 feet out, and that one comes up a bit short. Los Angeles leading by 7. Paul outside, the 11-footer. Griffin can't get it to go in. The Hawks shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. Schroeder passes to Millsap. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They've led by as much as 10. And the wide open shot from Redick. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Just too dangerous of a shooter to leave alone from beyond the arc.
Yeah, when you're down big and giving up open looks to a good three-point shooter, you're going to be down bigger.
Blake Griffin really making a difference here.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He got into him pretty hard. He said, we are being way too soft in there. We need some toughness, and I need some defense. No more easy baskets. Pretty strong words, guys.
Thank you, David. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. And he uses the glass on the layup. Millsap's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The contact's certainly there, but Millsap just too big and too strong on those type of plays.
1:36 left in the fourth quarter. On the wing. And that one goes long. The Hawks trail by 8. Schroeder with the ball. Feeds it to Millsap. And the shot is good.
Millsap exerting his will on the post that time, coming away with 2.
Paul dishes to Griffin. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed. Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Jordan the screen. Griffin passes to Jordan. Shoots from 12. Misses off the right iron.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
Yeah, he sat in that mid-range area, which can be a no-man's land defensively, but he quickly moved over to contest. Man, time winding down. It's always fun to see a player like Schroeder take it upon himself to come up with a clutch basket.
Griffin kicks to Jordan.
Beautiful entry feed right where his teammate could do something with it.
Atlanta calls timeout. They trail by 5. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. Mbah a Moute pulls it in. And they go to the intentional foul. That's his first personal foul. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Chris Paul taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
And those attempts right now at the charity stripe are helping them pull away.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're behind by 7. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Nails the triple.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
Man, I would have loved to have been a fly in the wall while the coach was talking to the team at halftime. They've been unconscious from deep.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Personal foul. At the line for the Clippers, Jamal Crawford. At the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And with those makes, he's put the finishing touches on a very good win.
Korver dishes to Bazemore. Knocks down the trifecta.
Outstanding job by Korver in how he swings the pass over to the most open man on the court.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're leading by 3. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Six seconds left to play in the final quarter. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
The first, that gives them a 4-point cushion. He is unable to get the second one. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jamal, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We have good players. We have a good coach. I mean, he put us in good positions to succeed. Our players play for each other. We don't care about who scores, and we're a real team.
Yeah, there was a lot of flow out there tonight. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kevin. Now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeAndre Jordan.
I said for a long time that DeAndre Jordan should be getting a lot more credit, and tonight you saw why. He is capable of completely controlling the paint in any game.
He was outrageous. He shot a rare shooting percentage from the field, hitting from everywhere. It didn't matter where he was or who was guarding him. The defense tried to make adjustments, so what? Still knocked down shots.
And that's it for tonight. But we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.